He sweeps out of turn 4 and sees the white flag at the same track where his hero A.J. Foyt won before him. Now Tony Stewart is 2.5 miles away from history.
Looking in his mirror every about 2 seconds right now.
Turn 2 at the Brickyard. Down the backstretch.
This is going to be really, really big for him.
Half a lap to go. The fans cheering. Through turn 4, the last trip down the front stretch. Tony Stewart, a native Hoosier, his dream comes true. Tony Stewart wins the All-State 400 at the Brickyard. Let the party begin.
Folks, there's one happy race car driver.
White flag is in the air at Indianapolis. 1 lap to go at the Brickyard. One of his idols, Rick Mears, won here 4 times. His teammate Jeff Gordon, 4-time winner here. Started the season by winning the Daytona 500 without his crew chief. Now trying to take his car and his team to victory lane at Indianapolis. And hold on to the championship standings, which you won't even think about for probably a day and a half.
What an unbelievable
crash. Caution is out. Check that. Caution is not out yet. There's a crash on the backstretch.
Looks like Robbie Gordon and Greg Biffle got together.
Still the white flag is out. Johnson off of turn 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Jimmy Johnson from California wins at Indianapolis, and the caution is out. The race is over. There are 15 scoring loops around the track. They will determine the final positions. Jimmy Johnson has won.
One more. All right, Tony Stewart comes by. He had not won a race in 20 starts dating back to last fall. And then 2 weeks ago, he took this car to Chicagoland Speedway and spanked them. Led over 100 laps and said, guys, that has now become my favorite race car. I want to take this car to my home track. So they brought it to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a track, as you heard, that he came to when he was 5 years old, riding in a luggage rack on top of a bus, covered up in coats, so he could watch these guys race. It's a track that he has dreamed of winning time and time again. He won here in 2005, and once again, with the help of that guy right there, Zippy, Greg Zippinelli, Tony Stewart will come down here in 2007 and take the win in the All-State 400. Tony Stewart wins it.
Take a look at him, guys. A lot of confidence. 2 wins at the track he loves so much, one of the favorite tracks. As a kid, he always wanted to win here, Jerry. He's got 2 of them now.
He's only got a lap and a half to hold him off because they're going to get the white flag this time by.
Jimmy Johnson's got 4 more corners to hit right here.
4 left turns away from the lion's share of a $9.6 million purse.
Well, he was about perfect with that corner right there.
So was Carl Edwards.
Johnson looked like he got through that corner and off of that corner really well, not to let Carl get a good run on him down the backstretch.
That was real critical because this long straightaway right here could decide it.
4 hours ago, over 250,000 fans asked themselves, who will it be? Who will win the All-State 400 in 2008? They all had different answers.
Another perfect corner. Jimmy Johnson did a great job there. His crew, congratulations. Just a fantastic job.
Out of turn 4 and 2-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion Jimmy Johnson becomes a 2-time winner at the Brickyard. Jimmy knows he needs to get all he can get here on this front straightaway. Look at him moving from inside to outside. White flag.
close to the bumper. He doesn't want to get the opportunity to get him loose. Here's Mark Spot coming up. Got one more run at him.
This time down the back straightaway, Jimmy Johnson stays in the middle of the racetrack and will pull him by a couple of car lengths. 2 turns away from the checkered flag. Turn 3.
Well, Mark just needs a couple of car lengths try to loosen him up. Man, he drove it hard in there and out of that corner. That's why Jimmy Johnson's a champion right there, folks.
Out of turn 4, headed for the checkered flag, and 3-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion Jimmy Johnson becomes a 3-time winner at the Brickyard 400.
First time anybody's ever won it back-to-back.
Yes, boys! Hell yes!
Coming through turn number 4. It's a long way down this front straightaway to the white flag. But Jamie McMurray, as he makes his way, white flag is out. And this race is going to be official. The final lap, 2.5 miles to go.
Boy, what a great feeling. What a great job Jamie McMurray's done today. Ray Evernham sat down there. Ray, I know you're sitting there saying you're the one that picked this guy, and you have all week stuck with him. And Jamie McMurray looks like he's going to make it come true for Chip Ganassi and make you look like a genius too down there, buddy.
Down the backstretch for the last time. McMurray looking for his 5th Sprint Cup win in his 278th start. In the North Chute, Chip Ganassi. He knows he's this close to making history.
Yeah, he can start smiling now. You see it right there. You can see him come off the corner.
Jamie McMurray is going to win Daytona and the Brickyard 400 in the same year.
Be a part of it, guys. That is outstanding what you've done for Chip Ganassi Racing, fellas. Steve-O, good job, man.
The wall out of turn 3.
Mike Bliss in the 32.
Yeah, Paul's going to need some help from this car. He needs to move over.
Coming to the white
Biggest race
flag.
of your life, bud. Drive the hell out of it. Come on.
1 lap to go to win the Brickyard 400. Menard dealing with lap traffic. Gordon trying to close in turn 1. Menard is cleared out. Gordon's got to deal with the traffic.
He's got enough fuel. That might be enough now, yes.
Looks good so far. This is going to be the biggest day of Paul Menard's life.
But does he have enough fuel to get to the finish? Gordon clear of traffic. Setting up for the finish. Final corners.
Good corner here.
In Indianapolis, they'll kiss the bricks together now. Paul Menard wins the Brickyard 400.
Wow. Oh, this is huge for Paul Menard. He started his career driving for me, and I couldn't
And
be
a
more
park
proud.
home run, buddy. That's what we're talking about. Good job. Hell yeah, baby!
And Jimmy Johnson, who grew up in Southern California, said Rick Mears was one of his idols. One of the people he looked up to most.
Coming to the white flag, almost 6 seconds on the 18th.
The story there from the spotter down to Jimmy. As indeed he comes down the front straightaway and sees the white flag. Final lap is underway for the leader in Indianapolis.
Such a tremendous feeling to know that you and your team have put it all together. You show up for the big races, you know you have one chance a year to get it all done, Andy, and this team is there.
They've executed well all day long. It's paying off here on this last lap. One thing I love about Jimmy Johnson, though, is it never gets old. It'll be just like he won his first Brickyard race.
Johnson said you come through the tunnel and history starts talking to you, and he's so happy to have had 3 special moments for himself at this track. Said, I hope to have a 4th. His hero, Rick Mears, won the Indianapolis 500 4 times. They've got something to talk about. As Johnson clears the final corner and the checkered flag is in the air. A 4th win in the Brickyard 400 to Jimmy Johnson. 2 to go.
2.8 second lead. 2.8 over the 48.
I hope his eyes are clear enough to see these lap cars.
Yeah, you just have to keep it under. Sometimes you have to be careful because you know you've got a good lead. You don't want to slow down too much and make your car do things that really it doesn't want to do. You have to keep that speed up enough, but obviously being very careful around these other cars.
Yeah, he's still driving hard. He beat Jimmy Johnson by about 4/10 last lap.
And the white flag will be in the air. One more lap to victory lane for Ryan Newman.
White flag, clear out the back.
If he can make it back around, it'll be a hugely popular win with the local Indiana fans. 3 more corners to go. A race-long duel between Newman and Jimmy Johnson.
Right, I hope you're standing tall right now.
What a drive.
What a drive. Yeah, special time.
Down there you are, Wade.
Yes,
Matt
fantastic.
Morton, great job putting him in this position.
Coming to the checkered flag right here, man. Thank you, guys. This is amazing. Amazing weekend.
Ryan Newman wins the Brickyard 400.
Yeah, man. Hell of a job. Good job, guys. Awesome, man. Thank you, Quicken Loans, and everybody at Chevrolet. This is awesome. I really didn't expect this coming into this weekend, but thank you very much.
Yeah, and the 5 car of Casey Kane, who was the leader.
One more time, buddy. You got a lot of room behind you. Hit your marks.
And we pointed out early on, they've had a lot of very good races, but just find ways not to win once again today.
Hold it there, bud.
He's in the last lap. And as we look out the window across at the grandstands, all the fans that are here at the Speedway today are now on their feet, watching to see if Jeff Gordon comes back around to take another checkered flag. Final corners. He won the first one in 1994. 20 years later, he wins the 21st. Checkered flag in the Brickyard 400 to Jeff Gordon.
Jeff 400! Yeah, buddy. Greatest photos over here on the best.
He's all over the back bumper as they come into turn number 3. Joey Logano chasing down the 18 of Kyle Busch. Through 3 in the short chute and into turn 4. Can he keep the momentum up?
It's going to be hard to beat Kyle Busch if he can stay in the gas like that. He barely lifted the throttle. You can hear how much throttle he was able to stay in. That was unbelievable. If he can do that, he'll be hard to beat.
White flag in the air. One more time around the Brickyard.
One back here. Watch him.
A flawless turn number 1 through the short chute and into 2. He's got a big lead. Kyle Busch looking to make the sweep. A little debris on the front. It's not going to matter. He's going to go as hard as he can.
That's only going to help at this point. That's more downforce. They don't care about temps. 2 more good corners for Kyle Busch.
Into 3. The gap closed just a bit by Joey Logano. Right back into the gas through the short chute. Into turn 4. Now all Kyle Busch is going to see will be the flag stand. Fans on either side. Kyle Busch is going to add his name to the illustrious list of Brickyard 400 winners.
I'm better than you, Kyle Busch. I haven't met him yet. I love you, brother. Great work, team. This is Brickyard, my man. Nice job.
Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth. Joey Logano's dropped back to third. Denny Hamlin, fourth.
White flag, 1 more by 10. They'll get Dyson here again. Coming back no matter what. No worries. Take your mark.
They spread out as they come by the grandstands. 1 lap to go. The question now, do they have enough fuel to go all the way around? Through 1 and 2. Kyle Busch way out front. Kyle Busch, after winning the championship in 2015, many wondered if he could finish races, if he could win the championship. He showed everyone a year ago he could do just that. Now he'll get through 4 for the final time at the Brickyard in a racetrack that makes legends. Kyle Busch has been legendary today. Kyle Busch, back-to-back, wins at the Brickyard.
You did it.
Green flag back in the air. Overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank, is underway. Great restart for the 5 of Casey Kane. Can he hold it on the bottom of the track? Kane gets by him. Smoke rolling out behind the 11. Casey Kane in front of the 2 of Brad Keselowski. They go down the backstretch. Still smoke coming out of the 11. He gets up the racetrack. And the 11 goes around. They wreck behind him. Did they get to the overtime line? They haven't got there yet. Has the caution come out yet? Now the caution comes out. The question will be, did the caution come out after he crossed the overtime line? We're going to find out if there's the white flag. We just saw the white flag indicating that they did get to the overtime line before the caution came out. Casey Kane will win the Brickyard 400.
On a great restart. Not a good restart, a great restart.
He said,
"That's how you do it, baby." Winner of the Brickyard 400.
and guess what? Another winner in 2017 that now has an opportunity in the playoffs.
Down the back straightaway, side drafting. Denny Hamlin back to the quarter pound of 2. What's going to happen down here in turn 3? Denny Hamlin with the position, dives down in the corner, but Brad is still there. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Brad Keselowski, they touch again.
Watch Eric Jones coming off turn 4. These guys are going to get slow side by side. Keselowski with the spot. But can Eric Jones get a run and get by Hamlin on the front straightaway?
Brad Keselowski takes the lead. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Eric Jones up to second. Keselowski, Jones 1 and 2. Hamlin falls back to third.
Holy cow, what a great last handful of laps we've had at Indianapolis. It's about to be the captain and Keselowski getting ready to drive into victory lane at the Brickyard. Keselowski is gone off 2.
Roger Penske has never won the Brickyard 400. 2 more corners, and Brad Keselowski is going to bring that gift to the boss man. Here he comes down in turn 3. A big lead on Eric Jones, who is a surprise second-place finish.
And not only a Brickyard 400 win, but think about the 2-car. They were pretty much unheard of in the regular season. 2 wins in a row now coming to the playoffs.
2 crown joyals. Last week it was the Southern 500. This week the Brickyard 400 for Keselowski.
Hell yeah, 2 marquees in a row. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. Thank you, everybody.
And 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. 2.5 miles around the Brickyard. The 16th spot still up for grabs.
Kevin Harvick is already leaving turn 2. Meanwhile, Daniel Suarez trying to put as much pressure on Paul Menard as possible. It could be too much, too little, too late. Suarez and Menard race their way off turn 2 for the final time this afternoon.
Suarez closes in. This is pretty close. I don't know, he might have an opportunity to try to get a position here, but still not going to be enough.
And making the final turns here at the historic Brickyard. Kevin Harvick has won before. He's going to win again. Kevin Harvick wins the Brickyard 400.
Brickyard 400, baby! Awesome job, guys. Great job. Awesome job. Unbelievable.
And Newman able to stay in front of Suarez, meaning that Newman gets the 16th and final playoff spot. It will be Clint Boyer and Ryan Newman taking spots 15 and 16 in the playoffs. And Kevin Harvick wins in the Monster Energy Cup Series for the 3rd time in 2019. Through the short chute and into 4. Again, if they get the white flag, the next flag will end the race.
A little contact there between the 2 and 41, Cole Custer and Keselowski as Kesey takes 4th place. Custer trying to hang on to a top 5 here.
White flag is out. One more time around. Kevin Harvick. A huge lead over Matt Kenseth. Down the backstretch for the final time. Harvick, Denny Hamlin. They've been the dominant 2 cars all of 2020. Hamlin crashes out as they were battling for the lead. Now Harvick trying to go back-to-back at the most famous racetrack in the world. Coming out of turn 4, Kevin Harvick is going to see the checkered flag. He wins again at the Brickyard.
Brickyard 400. Awesome job.
Big wreck behind him. Couple cars in the grass here. Austin
Benedetto
Dillon.
and Austin Dillon. And remember, Dillon was right up there. He was up front helping push Harvick at that restart. They were running 14th and 15th, those 2 cars.